You're such an asshole.
So I got a 2-question request here. He didn't want the second one answered, but I can answer it quickly. One, he says, Google and other career certificates. What is your opinion on these certificates? Would you recommend them to your clients? And I said, well, what do you mean Google certificates? And he says, what's your opinion on Apple/Mac computers? Do you recommend them to your clients? No, Apple hates Americans. They hate white people. They hate males. They are DEI. They're a Marxist leftist organization. I believe not Tim Pool. What is the? He was telling you if you don't want to help with the environment, then Apple's not for you. They're a sanctimonious, and they're a sanctimonious asshole liberal elite company. Just recently, they found out in the Apple phone, one of their programmers, when you're typing in racist, it recommends Trump. Fuck you. No, fuck you, Apple. Fuck you. I'm done giving my money, consciously or not, to companies that hate me. I'm done with that shit. And I would never recommend an Apple product. And I think they're overpriced. Now, I know some musicians and artists would disagree, but I'm done giving my money to people like, oh, are you a white male? Fuck you. Oh, really? Oh, money, please. No. Will not be happening. Why is there, God almighty? Swear to God. Sometimes the shirt is just made of schmutz. There you go. No, Apple's just your typical let's be anti-white bandwagon. Yay! Oh my MG, the popular thing, fashion accessory. We're totally not. We're totally for the socialism. And here's your $2,000 hand phone. Here's your fashion accessory, your liberal elitist limousine liberal asshole highness. So there. So I said, well, what do you mean Google certificates? And he said this. He says Google's come up with some training certificate programs in areas such as user experience, project management. They claim graduates get jobs. Google's partnered up with Coursera to offer these courses up in North America. Like if they're online, I guess you could take them anywhere. And so here it is, grow.google/certificates. So I'm clicking on it here. Job ready skills you could put to work. Flexible online training programs designed to put you on the fast track to jobs in high growth fields, now including practical AI training. No experience necessary. So, personal certificates, let's go right to them here. Digital marketing and e-commerce. IT support. It's not a bad one. Project management. Data analytics. I'm more inclined. UX design. Oh, no. Cybersecurity. They're not. Look, if you're, I don't want to slam on them right away. All right. But UX, IX, that's not a thing. A lot of these are not a thing. Like project management, it's not a thing. However, if you were some poor person, right? Let's say you're starting out poor and you don't have the money to go to college to take these courses, just because project management is common sense, that doesn't mean it wouldn't build your resume, right? Both in terms of having the skill and then having this credential and certification. Will certainly help the software that scans resumes for the buzzwords. And then would be up to the Karens and the HR directors as to whether or not they're going to credit the work that you put in your education because it went through Google certificates or not, because it's not a college. It's not the university. It's not an accredited institution. So I got to set my bias aside. Like UX design, that's bullshit. Digital marketing and e-commerce, I say that's bullshit, but that doesn't mean it wouldn't help you get a job. IT support and cybersecurity and data analytics, those long-term would be good fields. But right now there's a pretty big tech recession going on. So, I mean, it's not going to hurt you. And here's my other question. Do they cost anything? Learn at your own pace. It's 3 to 6 months. Connect to currently hiring. Well, let's take IT support. Let's just do that. Because if it's through Coursera, I'm going to imagine they are not going to charge you. Whether you're just getting started or want to take the next step. I will say that, I'll tell you this right off the bat. This would be a great thing to take online before you start plopping down real money in a real field for a college education, accredited college course. 100% remote online learning, hands-on practice bit. Let's go get started on Coursera. Okay. There's enrollment, 5 courses, 1.7 million enrolled. I'll tell you this, though, generally I'm for it because this is the way it should have been long ago. This should have happened a quarter century ago where we got rid of these college degrees. We go through certification and training programs. You take an entrance exam, you take an aptitude test, whether it's an employer or what have you. And no matter how you got the education skills or training, it doesn't matter how. It's that you have them and you test it and you're able to do it. In other words, a competency-based education system, not a credential-based education system where they attach a $420 price tag for every credit of credentialism. I even wrote about this long ago. I forgot the name of it, but you really want to help out poor people, which includes the coveted women and minority. I know you Democrats only care about women. No one exists outside minorities and disadvantaged groups in your world. But well, me and Chad talk about this a lot. There's the CPA institutions, the accounting institutions, and guilds like, well, diversity and inclusion, we got to help out minorities. I'm like, oh, is that why you require a master's degree for everyone to sit for the CPA exam? Because that's really helping out Tyrone in Philadelphia. So I'm all for people taking certifications. It's up to employers to really help out young people today, but minority, female, poor, not, doesn't matter. Young people today, all of you, it's really up to employers. Are you going to knock it off, crippling people with tremendous amounts of debt for worthless college degrees or college degrees where half the courses have nothing to do with the profession or trade you wish to get into? This is a step in the right direction. I'm all for it. I'm just hoping they don't charge you. Enroll for free. It says enroll for free, but you gotta, they'll probably hide that. Let me type, do Google certificates cost money? Do Google certificates cost money? Yes, some Google certificates cost money, but financial aid is available. Cost is $49 per month after a 7-day free trial on Coursera. Dude, if you need financial aid for $49 a month, all right, just set down the pot, all right? Google Cloud Professional certificates, that's very specific to like the Google system. That's $200 plus tax for each exam. So unfortunately, it's not free. I understand they probably want to make their money. So it's $49 a month for 3 to 6 months. So it's 50. That's $300 for a 6-month course. That's nothing. Come on, you spend more on that on whatever video games or cigarettes or something like that. So thankfully the cost is very low. It's effectively free. I like it. We got financial aid. How much did it cost you to create the financial aid program? Doesn't that cost more than the $49? Look, dude, if it make it everything happens for a reason. I would just seem like, really, Google, you can't just make this for free. You just can't. All right. But it's way cheaper than college and effectively free. So I'm for it generally. Yeah. I wish they had a little bit more. It seems like a limited selection. If I go back, it only looks like IT support, digital marketing and e-commerce, data analytics, project management, cybersecurity, UX design. Those are the only ones. Industry specializations, add your skills. Data analytics, fine. Oh, okay. So they go into subcategories: project management, construction, project management, sustainability. Don't look, anything that sounds like Democrat lefty touchy feely, anything that sounds like an Apple product, just avoid it. Can you help with the Dolphins? I would yeah, I'm for it because it's just so cheap. It ain't gonna cost you much of anything. It's something you can add to your resume, and I think it's in the right direction. Now going forward, I really wish they, accounting, statistics, um, what else? Some that would more tangibly get you a job. I wish Trump and the federal government would come in and say, like, we're certifying these programs. You cannot discriminate against how information was acquired. You cannot someone self-taught online. You cannot discriminate against them because they don't have a college degree, even though they test well. That would do so much to help young people and poor people today. It would help so much that you guys don't have to waste 4 years of your lives stuck in this bloated money sucking scam of an organization crippling your finances forever. This is a step in the right direction. I just wish it was expanded a little bit. That's all, because there's a lot of other fields that they could offer it for. But yeah, this is, and the worst case scenario is you have to restudy what you did before, right? You take the certification class, you're out. Let's say you take the long way to get there. It's $600 for the 6 month. No, it's $300 for the 6 month course. You got a knowledge, a background on it now, but you can't find a job because you don't have a college degree. All right. When you go and you take those courses for realsies this time, paying some university fuck $420 a credit. We're here to help the little people, not enrich or rich academic hack professors. We're Democrats, y'all. You can't put a price on education. It'll be a lot easier for you to take those courses. One thing you may want to look into, though, because if you're going to put the time into it, I would really look into Western Governors University, which is going to be more expensive, but it's an accredited college. Let me take a look at Western Governors University. Because these are all online, right? And it's very cheap, don't get me wrong. But if you spend some more amount of money and the same amount of time that you're going to spend studying this, you might be able to get yourself you will be able to get yourself actual college credit through Western Governors University or ASU Online or any one of the other accredited colleges and universities. Tuition, Western Governor University. Average yearly tuition is a bachelor's degree is $8,000. And then I think you could take as many courses as you want. Don't quote me on that, but people are like, yeah, I got in and out. So that's up. That's up a little bit. Used to be like 6,700. So $8,000, is that a year? That's a year. $4,000 a semester. See what I'm saying? So that I would say is the real question people think about taking Google certificates might want to consider. All right. Yes, it's a 6-month program. Well, let's do the math. What is it? Four courses a semester. So you'd be taking 4 courses times $300 for a 6-month course, right? God damn. 4 times 300 courses. So it's going to cost you $1,200. So here's how the math breaks down. All right. Although I believe you could take more courses for Western Governors University. So if you went through the Google certificates program, it's going to cost you $1,200 in 6 months of your life, more or less full-time studying, right? If you spend another $2,800, right, and the same amount of time studying, you will have college credit. So the question then becomes, is a semester of tuition that's going to set you back $2,800 more, is it worth it to you for $2,800 per semester to get the college credit? So if we did an annual, let's break it down to degree, okay? It's going to cost you $2,800 more for 8 semesters. Is that right? 2 semesters per thing, 4. Yes, times 8. Okay, so here's the final cost. You spend 4 years of full-time studying, and you get a lot of certifications through Google certifications, right? And maybe you have the equivalent of a bachelor's degree. And I don't even think they have that many courses that offer a bachelor's degree. Which they don't. I think Google certifications are more like, here's something you can add to your resume. So it's not totally comparable, but is it worth $22,000 to get a bachelor's degree in extra tuition that you would actually get a bachelor's degree through Western Governors University? So I would say if you're just starting out now, right, and you want to get into a field, I think this would be a very good idea, the Google certifications. Start with 1 or 2, see if you can't get something with that specific certification, start some kind of entry level thing, and go ahead and start working. I do not believe it is a replacement for a bachelor's degree in a legitimate field. And I would not use it as a substitute for a college degree. I would use it to get a job, which is what a bachelor's degree, a college degree should be used for. But the point in time might come that the certifications are good, but not good enough. You might run into that. That's true discrimination right there. That actually is bigotry, requiring a college degree when experience and self-education should suffice. That would actually have what is a desperate impact on minorities and disadvantaged groups and women. I'm just trying to point out who your real friends are over here. It's the truth sayers. But since you would invariably have to get a college degree, I'd be going to Western Governors University or ASU Online or something that has an affordable online program. So I would use it as an introductory measure. If you already have a college degree, this would not be a bad thing to get added certifications on as well. But down the road, it's probably still going to exist or be the case that you're going to need to get some formal college education, or at least make it look like you're going there. And I think these online colleges that offer affordable programs is the way to go. But these certifications are not long-term going to be a substitute for a college degree. They don't have it. Now, it'd be great if Google came, but we have Google University. These are accredited online programs. We're working with Coursera. We got accredited by the National Regional Accreditation. Hey, Google, you really want to do ESG? You really want to help out minorities and, well, everybody else too? Why don't you have an accredited college program that charges $49 a course? That would be really good corporate citizenship. That would be being a great corporate neighbor. That would be truly business ethics and environmental social governance. But yeah, that's right. The DEI and the ESG is to be popular, not tangibly helpful. But this is a step in the right direction. So yeah, to the client, what's $49 per month? Come on, it's $300. You could do that, sure. Add it to your resume. Great starting point. Great way to accentuate your resume, even if you have a college degree. But down the road, I'm afraid somewhere there, if you want to start making, your $50,000, $60,000 a year, you're going to need a college degree. All right. Why do I have 10 super chats? What the heck's going on? I thought it was a boring request. Cynic and Chief, $5. Google Cloud and AWS and Azure certifications are highly recommended if you're doing a cloud architecture, development, operations career. Right, Cynic. I think here, if you go to their website, Cynic, it's not Google's engineering, Google's software, the Google system certification, like AWS, Azure, what is it, Phantom, broken up drives, whatever. That's not what this is. I think this is Google just offering some certifications through Coursera for more career-based stuff. Those are the only 6 things they offered. But yes, to work corporate, Google Inc., there are a ton of actual higher level IT certifications that would be needed. But that's not what it is. But I do appreciate the difference. Elon Musk's dirty jock strap. $2, Cappy. How much for a 3.5 hour Boomer Gray One intro? No, we won't do that. That'd take too long. Thaddeus McDuck sucked the fourth. MBA, $2. Just get an MBA. That's what I did. Yeah, bro, just get the MBA. Then you get the girls. Dude, do you know? I mean, it's coming up on what, 30 years I graduated from college. They were pushing that so much, man. And it has gone downhill. So I think I was there like at peak MBA. Like when I was going to college, it was starting to die off. Man, has the MBA gone to shit. It is absolutely gone to shit. No one gives a fuck about your MBA. Robert S. $5 got the Google IT support cert. Last work paid for it around 80%. I already knew after 13 years of IT. Counts for 4 credits at Western Governors University for the IT degree. There you go. Pringles can with veins. That though, there the IT support. So okay, so you took that one. You took that one. Rob, would you recommend it? You don't have to another super chat, but maybe just in the regular comments below. A Pringles can with veins, $5. Certs for processes are worthless. Certs for technical skills are. UI UX is worth it if you can code as well. Yeah, and how many UI UX people can code? Go look at the whoever the division head for Halo Studios, the video game studios is for Microsoft. It's an affirmative action hire who's the first thing on her LinkedIn profile is that she's gay. And she's a UX UI gal. I guarantee you she didn't code a fucking line in her life. Makes you a one-stop shop for app development. Yeah, the hard part there is learning to code. Pancho Bastida, $2. Google certs are trash. Be a man and do CCNA. I don't think Google certs, the ones we're talking about, not the high-level ones, are these official approved by CompTIA certification professionals. I think these are just for entry-level poor people to get started, to have just some beginning thing on the resume. It's just the costs are so low, and they're not going to teach you nothing. I really can't be against them. Cynic in Chief, $5. UI UX design is very useful, but dedicated jobs for it are scarce. It's better to add on to software development. Most devs are terrible at it. There you go. Every time I've seen UI UX and like, oh, here's the people used to ask me like, what about this college course? And I go through it. I'm like, where's the STEM? Where's the STEM? Colin K, $5. I've got to pay you for a cert PSA to the Cappy viewers. At the junior level, Google certs equal good knowledge, but not known by employers. Go Cisco or CompTIA. Yes, those are your professional industry certifications in the realm of IT. This just seems to be, I think when you're a 16-year-old kid, these would be perfect for a 16-year-old kid, 17-year-old kid. You don't really know what is this? You take it, you toss out a couple $100. Now, at least you got the knowledge. And then it would help you make a better decision. Is this for me? Right? I charge $150 for an accounting career course. Right? 1, because I want to make money. 2, because it's long. I think it's 6 hours. But then 3, they're going to say, okay, by the end of this course, I'm going to really know whether I want to do accounting or not. And if I do want to do accounting, now I know where to go. I think having these kind of introductory, preliminary, cheap, relatively speaking, courses informs these young people, gives them a little bit of skills as well, gives them something to put on the resume. But informs like, okay, is this a field I want to go into further? As opposed to taking 2 years of fucking prereqs at the university for $420 an hour to learn, hate the white guy, America sucks, capitalism bad, which doesn't get you a job anywhere. Femboy Fantasia, $2. A plus network plus security plus qualified me for $10 an hour. I think I was A plus certified. I was a network or security plus certified. I had CCNA 1. It's so long ago. So long ago. And then banking dragged me back in. A Pringles can with veins, $5. Google IT, cloud, machine learning, and AI. All the cloud certs, $100 to $350 each. Also, demi courses are cheap. Take the certs and get a job for money. There you go. So I think we all kind of agree these certifications, especially accounting for their price, are very low, and that we could go ahead and take them and it's going to help somebody out. In the ideal world, you do it enough and you could still get away with it in the realm of IT, where you do it, you get the experience, and you don't necessarily need the college degree. Sure, it helps, but yeah, if I would do it, I'd just go the certification route. Elon Musk, filthy jockstrap, $2. Thanks for the Utah info. Sent Recon Man email February 15th. It sent a Recon Man email February 15th to 16th. Well, that was a while ago. I'll double check. Plains Warrior, $2. Yeah, Gene Hackman, wife and dog found dead. Yeah, I think I don't have a sexy theory. Carbon monoxide poisoning. That's it. They said there was no foul play suspected, something like, yeah, that would be carbon monoxide poisoning. Elon Musk's filthy jockstrap, $2. Did PMP and Scrum made more money with DCA? What's DCA? Dollar cost averaging. Yeah. And then is PMP, is that what you said? Oh yeah. I had a girlfriend that she studied that. I was going through the books. I'm like, this is bullshit. And not a little bit of bullshit. It's 800 pages of bullshit. I'm like, this is mind-numbing, common sense bullshit. Scrum. What's Scrum? Is that the latest word? Scrum. Bro, get your Scrum. Scrum is a framework for managing projects that involves a set of tools, roles, and meetings. There's the flow charts. Anytime you see arrows with shapes in a book, your book is worthless. All business management is worthless. Here we go. There it is. Yep. There it is. Anytime you see any kind of diagram where there's a flow chart, that field, that book, whatever it is you are studying is worthless. Yeah. That's the shit where how many hours have people wasted in getting those certifications and in those fields? Oh my God. Porter's 5 forces models. Oh, the cash flow circle, some other shit. All right, there you guys go. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. I'll see you guys later, Toodles.